brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots.
To kick off for Buffalo.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, here's Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
At the 30-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
On 2nd down, Michel. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
To throw is Newton. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And one thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
The Patriots send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw, Wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
He's 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On second down, Michelle. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
3rd and 2.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Got his man, that's Harry. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play there on 3rd down for the Pats. 47 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the handoff, it's Michelle. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bills' 15-yard line.
On second down now, Michelle. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Taken down at the 14.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's
Justin Rohrwasser now for the Patriot field goal. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have taken the lead. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Bills 7, Patriots 3.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 20.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
No problem there on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go, and fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Bills 14, Patriots 3.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Bills 21, Patriots 3.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3. I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Michelle, the ball carrier.
A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First target, first catch, and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll turn to Michelle as they go back to the ground. And he's taken down inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Back at the 37.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at it.
On second down, Michelle. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
Tremaine Edmonds on the tackle.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing.
And got his man complete. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
To number 14.
Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
At their own 25-yard line.
20. Here we go. 6.
A play fake to Michelle, now Newton. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
For Demir Bird.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Newton. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. On first down, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Tyler Bass.
That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line. So good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun, Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half.
Tyler Bass to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You would never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Yeah, that's a 37.
Newton now to throw. And in incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So now after the sack, Cam of the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long. A give. This is Michelle. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken around the 12. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Oh, I nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. As the first half is winding down, and the Bills head on. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Bills 49, Patriots 6.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Allen off the play fake. And he goes down at It's a Patriot sack. Well, it was second and long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. He finds his target, John Brown. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a fourth down now. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, the good news, they got to stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they start to dig out of it?
That's a great question because we're not even going to talk about how do they win it, right? We want to see how they can kind of claw back and at least make themselves feel better about the game because this one is likely out of reach, but maybe one possession at a time. Try and play a little bit better and have some respect when you come out of the game.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10. Now Michelle. And he's got some space here. And he will be taken down inside the Buffalo 20. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. 42 yards. And a guy that can change the game shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Throwing again on second down. Newton. He'll check this one down to Michel. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal.
Hey, that's good. That's good. Mike 50, Mike 50. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up. 8.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Michel on an island by himself in the backfield. Second and goal. Throwing is Newton. And he's got it. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
From the gun, Newton. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Demir Bird, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. On play action, Allen. Goodwin able to haul it in. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Goodwin. A gain of 14. 1st down, Buffalo.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Allen's throw is complete, and he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Bills 1st down.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown.
Complete to Dawson Knox.
Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And this offense is running away with this one. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Bills 56, Patriots 13.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's now second.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Newton looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll fight his tight end here, Asiasi. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
That's good.
That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To the air again, Newton. Being chased out left. Can't find it. He lost the football. It's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Not much there, only a yard.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Touchdown.
John Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6.
The kick is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead.
Patriots 13.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now Newton on 1st down. And now here is another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
A gain of
16 yards, a 1st down.
Buffalo.
They go play action here on 1st down. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. He's happy about this play. Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
New England on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. 15 yards is the pick up there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Bills first down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal.
6-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Newton. He'll find Harry on the right side. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They're quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. Newton now to throw. He's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Ed Oliver that time the one to get in there and bring him down.
2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal. Newton. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because
that's caught inside the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Newton. Got a man open, that's Harry. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a pickup of
He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man, complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now third down.
A big offensive explosion helped leading.